afternoon, everybody. I'm going to talk to you about the Assurance Monitor and what it does and the effect that it may have on the halal market, particularly to do with the slaughtering process. But first of all, I'll ask a question. What goes on during the immobilisation process at the moment? Well, the answer to that really is we're not 100% sure, because there isn't anything there that will actually monitor it correctly. What we see is a very basic picture. Now, with the Assurance Monitor, what we're going to do is actually give you the full picture. The Assurance Monitor was developed by the Meat and Livestock Commercial Services, which was formerly the Meat and Livestock Commission, along with a software and hardware manufacturer named Hellenic Systems. We had a steering group with representatives from DEFRA, from Bristol University, the Animal Welfare section, from the FSA and Meat Hygiene Service, who were all involved in a steering group which was set up to develop a piece of equipment that would record and display the profile of every individual immobilisation, and the Assurance Monitor was the result of that. What the Assurance Monitor provides is a visual record of the immobilisation, something we haven't ever had before. It produces reports on the date, database, on the species, on time, the actual immobilisation profile, on the batch of sheep, the user of the tongs, the tong operator, which is very important, and also the tong identity. It has some security coding within it, so it can be set so that nobody can touch it once the parameters are set, and it's compatible with all the equipment that are in slaughterhouses at the moment. So it's a simple installation, no additional costs, just links into the current equipment. So why is this important? Why is it important that we should have this, the visual profiles? Well, if we look at the regulations, that maybe explains that a little bit. The Welfare of Animals Slaughter and Killing Regulations, WASC, they actually say the immobilisation unit, and I quote, must incorporate a device which ensures that the minimum current to render the animal unconscious is applied. That's basically all it says. So what we're seeing, or what we have seen, is systems which normally take the form of an audible indicator, a buzzer, a bell, a visual or a visual indicator, again a beacon or a light on the unit, which only actually give an indication of the length of time that the immobilisation is applied. Once that's actually over, there's no indicator at all of whether the immobilisation was successful, whether it worked well or it didn't work well. The other thing is usually those time parameters are set within the systems, so they can't actually manufacture, so they can't actually be changed at all. However, with the Assurance Monitor, the monitor is carried out in two ways. So that's one step up already. What it actually does is the terminal, which is this part here, that's situated in the slaughter area and gives a full view to anybody who's down there, including the operators on the tongs, a good clear picture of what's actually going on as they carry out their immobilisation. It also has a browser that fits that's loaded onto a PC and can then produce real-time monitoring in the vet's office or manager's office, which will then show what's actually going on within the slaughter area, regardless of how far away we are from that. What the terminal itself does basically is give a clear indication of each immobilisation profile. shows the tongue operators what they're actually doing, so they can see that they're applying the immobilisation process correctly or not, whichever the case may be. It gives a clear indication that the correct current has been reached, and in the right amount of time, because that's important itself, which is something I'll come on to a bit later on. It also gives a clear indication that the current has been administered for the correct time. Okay, so we've got that already, but it's a bit more sophisticated than that. All of these areas couldn't be seen in the past or at the moment. The PC browser, which will be loaded onto a PC, either a desktop PC or a laptop, or onto the network if necessary, so it can be screened anywhere within the slaughterhouse. Allows real-time remote monitoring. So the immobilisation can actually be monitored remotely in any office at all times if required, which maintains good animal welfare. It can be set up on the vet's PC in a window in the corner of the box. He or she can carry on working and have a good indicator there that would show what's actually happening. I'll give a short demonstration in a moment, which will show you how that can happen, because there's an awful lot of colourful things go on, which would quickly alert to anybody to any problems that there are. It allows the immobilisation data to be viewed retrospectively. As I said before, the current units, once the actual immobilisation has taken place, it's gone. There's no record of that at all. What the assurance monitor will do will allow that data to be saved, recorded, and then monitored. Comparisons made retrospectively, whether that be on a daily basis, a weekly basis. If you wanted to compare year by year, you could do that. That, of course, provides reports so that these comparisons can be made between the dates, but also between operators as well. Many slaughterhouses will have different tongue operators. Between different batches of sheep. If you have problems with blood splash or broken backs or any other problems that may occur at a later time within the cutting process, that batch can be looked at retrospectively to see, well, various things. Who was carrying out the immobilisation process? Was that being carried out properly? If that was being carried out properly, were the tongs not effective at that particular time? Too much current or not enough current? Various things like that. You can look back and actually compare. What's important to me, and I think probably important to a lot of our customers as well, is the fact that it gives assurance to the staff themselves. One thing we do find, and I had a phone call yesterday from a plant asking about putting codes in with the names within the equipment, is that once they've got something like this, people actually, it gives them comfort because they can see what's going on. It also gives assurance to the management that the process is working properly, and more importantly, it gives assurance to their customers as well. All the reports that are produced can then be given to the customers to show that the process has been carried out correctly. Because many of the customers, need to know that, particularly in these days and times, that the immobilisation was carried out correctly, because it's a critical point in the slaughter process. Okay, what I'll try and do now is just give you just a short demonstration of how the equipment works, or will work, or is working, and just to show you what I mean. And I'll just talk through some of the parts as well. I have to come around here. I hope you can all see.